Guys, what's up? We're back for another year of core groups. It's so good to see you. Well, sort of see you on a screen, but it is so good to see you. We are back for another year, and tonight we are kicking off our first series of the year called Tug of War, all about friendships. And so I have a question. Do you have any friends? And the truth is maybe you are that friend who people can know what you're about before they even talk to you. Maybe you have a friend, let's think of an example. I'm not saying this is you, but Swifties have a bad reputation. Get it? Reputation? Of being people that, when you're around a Swiftie pretty quick. The new album just got announced. People were kind of excited about it. There's people who you know what they are about, you know what they love without even saying a word. So when I was in high school, I wanted everyone to know that I was a Christian. I wanted everyone to know that I was about Jesus. And so what came with that was I used to wear these t-shirts. And these t-shirts that were about Jesus, but they weren't supposed to look like it. They were supposed to look like just any old normal cool t-shirt. So there was one that was a white t-shirt with red writing across it in the Chick-fil-A font that said, "Christ fills me." Because it was Chick-fil-A, Christ fills me. When I think about it now, it's oh, that was a choice. Or I had one that was in an orange shirt in all the Reese's font with brown and yellow, and it just said Jesus, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, where it was supposed to say peanut butter cups. Or I had a green shirt that looked like Dr. Seuss, and it said one fish, two fish, dead fish, new fish, and it was a skeleton of a fish and then a Jesus fish, and it was all about how Jesus came back from the dead, and this was a choice I was making in high school, but I wanted people to know who I was, what I was about. I wanted them to know at the very beginning of knowing me that I was a follower of Jesus. But back in the day, Jesus had a really different idea of how people would know that people followed him. So he got his disciples together at their very last meal together. We call it the Last Supper. And all of his friends, these 12 friends who'd gone everywhere with him, he tells them at the end of this meal, he knows he's about to get arrested and even killed. And so he's like, these are the important things I need you to know. He says, if you want people to know who you are, if you want people to know that you're my disciples, here's what you do. You don't wear a Jesus t-shirt. You don't get a cross necklace. You don't wear a WWJD bracelet. Not that those things are bad. He said, people will know you are my disciples by how you love one another. That was the marker. By how you love one another. And this wasn't the Disney fairy tale love. They used a really specific word for loving one another. That word in the Greek language was agape. And agape meant the kind of love that drops what it's doing for somebody else. It was the kind of love that would put somebody else's needs ahead of their own. And so Jesus is saying, here's how people will know that you're my disciples. The way you agape one another. The way you love one another. The way you drop what you're doing for somebody else. The way you put someone else's needs above your own. If you follow me, you should be doing that so much that people can't avoid it. That it's unmistakable. This week, we're talking about friendships. And not just any friendships, but the kind of friendships that are rooted in Jesus. And those are friendships of people who drop what they're doing and drop what they need for those around them. That's my prayer for our core groups this year. That we would be the kind of people who would agape one another so well that it would be unmistakable. So my prayer tonight is for your core groups, get to know each other, have so much fun, but also explore what it means to love one another the way Jesus loves us.